尊敬的普京总统
Уважаемый председатель Си Цзиньпинь, дорогой друг.
A big story the past year has been the firming alliance between the world's two leading autocrats, Russia's Vladimir Putin and China's Xi Jinping, predicated on their conclusion that the West is in terminal decline.
Cardinali hanno eletto me, un semplice, umile lavoratore nella vigna del Signore.
Fortuitously, the world has just lost its most relevant analyst of the presumption that the West is finished, Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. But it would be insulting to the seriousness of Benedict's criticism of Western culture to say he shared the views of Mrs. Putin and Xi, whose ideas about the West's moral decline merely support strategies of cynical opportunism. Benedict, by contrast, desperately wanted to save the West and the Judeo-Christian tradition to which he had devoted his life. It may seem quixotic to enlist a deceased pope for the competition between China and Russia. Pope Benedict's immediate predecessor and good friend, Pope John Paul II, had Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher as allies in his battle with the ideology of Soviet communism. Their only light today is Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky.
There are 2 days left in this year. Perhaps the enemy will once again try to make us celebrate the new year in the dark. But no matter what they plan, we know one thing. We will survive.
Xi and Putin's presumed insight is that the West's populations have become morally soft and politically disconnected from any firm belief in the liberal democratic values that once helped the West win 2 world wars and rise to economic and cultural dominance. They think the Western belief system is vulnerable and replaceable.
Нравственная, историческая правота на нашей стороне.
At the Communist Party's 20th National Congress in October, Mr. Xi asserted that scientific socialism is brimming with renewed vitality in 21st century China, and that Chinese modernization offers humanity a new choice for achieving modernization. Well, that new choice, evident from daily life in China, includes each individual's willingness to surrender an array of long-assumed freedoms of opinion, speech, and privacy.
It is a political declaration and a program of action for the party to bring together the Chinese people, all ethnic groups, and lead them to achieve new success of building socialism with Chinese characteristics. And this is a Marxist document of founding importance.
As Pope, Benedict was acutely aware of China's threat to Western values. Speaking on Christmas Eve in 2010 from his window on St. Peter's Square, Benedict said the faithful of the Church in mainland China should not lose heart through the limitations imposed on their freedom of religion and conscience.
I cattolici nel mondo intero, specialmente quelli che sono di origine cinese, si uniscono a loro nell'orazione e nella carità.
As a German cardinal, Joseph Ratzinger argued that by itself secularism, or reason, was inadequate to sustain intact social structures. He summarized these views as Pope in a 2009 encyclical letter. Secularism, he argued, will fail without the ballast of religion or faith.
Reason and faith can come to each other's assistance. Only together will they save man. Entranced by an exclusive reliance on technology, reason without faith is doomed to flounder in an illusion of its own omnipotence. Faith without reason risks being cut off from everyday life.
Messrs. Putin and Xi want to wear us down from the outside in. But one may ask, why should we do it to ourselves? Look at the internal destabilization underway from social pathologies and disconnectedness. Secularism by itself provides no brake on our bad choices. It has become fashionable, if not forbidden, to talk about religious belief in the context of public life, the religious right, and all that. But perhaps the moment is right to revive Benedict's argument for religion's proper role in organizing a coherent, self-confident society or a nation.
Fe y razón se necesitan y complementan. no solo para una comprensión meramente intelectual, sino también para alimentar verdaderas esperanzas en la humanidad